my good old washer and bolt. Oh, Lord, woo! Okay, it's good. That's the power of Cerakote. I'm putting all of this onto that. But first, I need a snack. Welcome back to the Tony Push Jr. Show, baby. Let's go. These might taste good with some hot sauce. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So, this is all the ridetech suspension that has been Cerakoted, and this is the subframe right behind me. It's finally time to put all this stuff together. If you want to see how all this stuff got Cerakoted, please, there's videos somewhere. You can click on the other video and see how we got to this process from sanding all this stuff down to getting it prepped to the actual paint and what we have now in front of us. I get hungry when I get excited. So the plan today is to take all these steering components, the upper and lower control arms, the rack and pinion, the coilovers, everything, the spindles, everything. We're taking it all and we're gonna go right behind me and install it on this bad boy here, this beefcake. And that's gonna put us one step closer to putting it on Zen, AKA the 6'9" Camaro, AKA shout out to my lady. She surprised me with this hat. So babe, thank you so much. This is dope. And we don't even need to Cerakote it. The color is great how it is. So I appreciate you. So let's just go ahead and get everything prepped. Plus my memory's a little foggy. You ever try to figure out where some parts and bolts go after you haven't touched it for a long time? I can't even remember what I had for dinner 2 days ago, let alone 6 months to a year. And that's why, boom, the past me talked to the future me and told the present me to write down notes. And that's what I did. So while all my hardware was getting sandblasted, I left it inside of these cardboard flat little jigger-ma-diggers and put little notes on it. So that way I can know exactly where everything goes. I don't accidentally mix up this coilover bolt with my spindle bolt and have everything all messed up. So just a little tidbit, and I did that for all the hardware. So when I put it in, it'll give me that much more comfort that I'm putting stuff where it goes. Because again, can't even remember what I had for dinner last night. First thing I want to do is go ahead and attach my upper control arm to the subframe. And I'm going to take my good old washer and bolt. Oh, Lord. Woo! Okay, it's good. That's the power of Cerakote. It's very durable. Let's try not to do that again. Normally I would tape stuff up like this, but I'm just trying to be real careful. All right, so like I was saying, woo, almost had a heart attack. Ow! The upper control arm, we're going to start on this is the driver's side. I'm just going to line it up to where the hole is even all around, and I can just pass through my long bolt to the other side. Now, sometimes when you add material like Cerakote, paint, it thickens the part. And sometimes you have to shave some stuff down so it can fit. Even though it fit when you were doing your test fitting, before the material of Cerakote or paint is applied, it'll fit good. And then after you do it, sometimes you have some trouble because it's a thicker coat. But it looks like that may or may not be the case. Oh, keep going, baby, come on. We good. All right, it went through. Next, I'll put on the washer and the nut. Now, this nut has a Teflon liner inside, and it's one-time use. So I'm just going to hand tighten it for now, because once everything is on the car, I'll start to torque everything down. And I believe in the instructions, you want to do it under a load. So I'll probably snug it before it gets all the way installed. And then once I put a load on this, meaning having it on a flat surface inside the vehicle, I'll go ahead and torque all this stuff down. Now I want to install my ball joint. I wonder why they call it ball joint. I mean, there's a ball inside of this rubber boot, and I guess it moves like a joint. It's brand new, so it's a little stiff right now. But it's probably the best I can guess. If you guys can guess, just leave it down in the commento section. But we're just gonna install this ball joint. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this ball joint hardware like I did for the upper control arm. I'm just going to add the hardware, but I'm not going to tighten anything down. I just want to snug it so that it's in there, and then I'll go back and do all of my torquing down. Did I say torque or twerk? I meant to say torque, but I might have said twerk. I get my tongue mixed up sometimes. Put my nuts on the bottom of these bolts here, and then we can move on to the next part of this equation. Very, very complex equation. See, I keep dropping stuff. This is probably the hardest part of this job, is installing the lower control arms. And that's because one arm sits inside of this groove and the other sits inside of this groove, and they don't exactly go in straight. You have to like play with the bushing to get them inside. And not to mention, there's these spacers that go on each end of the control arm bushing, and they sit in place, but they're not like magnetic. You can use like some dielectric grease or something to hold them in place, but they do fall off. So you have to like wedge the control arm in, hope and pray that the spacers don't fall off. By the way, yep. And put the bolt through both sides with only 2 hands. Yeah, this is probably like a 6-man job. And definitely is the hardest part of doing this, but I'm going to attempt it. And hopefully what I learned in the mock-up phase will apply to the final assembly. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Getting the lower control arm in. Got the first bolt in. Things are going well. Guess what? The second bolt should go in easy. Should it? No. No. Okay, let me try it again. No. No. Access denied. I take the whole thing out, and guess what happens? Yep. Drop the spacer. So then what I do? I didn't give up. We kept going, baby. We got it in. The second bolt went through. The eccentric nut. Come on. There we go. Eccentric goes on. We're done. After many attempts, I finally got the lower control arm in. This is definitely the most challenging part of this install. But you see, whoo, it's finally in. Now I can I also install the eccentric nuts. That's what I'll use to do the wheel alignment when it's time to do the alignment. But man, that was some work. The sucky part is I gotta do it on the other side. Yeah, that should be fun. But before I do that, let's do some other easier work. Some of yous, including myself, was wondering if the paint from the shock would come off when I install this preloaded adjustment nut. Well, I've waited for you so we can find this out together. if it does take the paint off, I guess I got to figure something else out. But hopefully it doesn't. I don't like the way that's, ooh, okay, okay. All right, we're going. We're going. So far, so good. It's nothing that a little touch of paint won't fix, but let's see. Okay. That noise is normal. Okay, that's just the shock snoring. All right. Sometimes the shocks just snore a little bit. I snore. Oh, it's good. Look at that. Look, it didn't take off the paint. No way. Woo, 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 woo. All right, I'm gonna keep it nice. All right, so I'm gonna finish assembling this bad boy, and then we'll install it. By the way, look at the contrast. The black with the bronze Cerakote. I love it when a plan comes together. Wow. All right, just gonna slide that washer over. Yep, ever so gently. Once that's done, I'm gonna slowly put the coil over the shock. I'm gonna try not to scratch the paint. Slow it down, slow it down. Ooh, this is a nail biter. This is a nail biter. I'm almost there, almost there. Ooh. Oh, I had to hold my breath. All right, good. Paint's good, Cerakote's good. Now I just want to put the top hat over the shock. Got that locked in place. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Bam, it's on. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and bring the lower control arm up to the shock. Notice I have the shock suspended already. So once that's done, I'm going to take my bolt, slide it through the bottom to secure it in properly. Everything's looking good. Then we can move on to our spindle. Put the spindle on the hub, right? This is going to install on the subframe eventually. I'm going to take my hardware, 1, 2, and 3, install my hardware. Now this very nice bracket, this is for the caliper. This is going to hold the brake caliper in place. I have a couple countersunk bolts. I'm going to install those, and then once that's done, I'm just going to snug them, because remember, this is going to be like a pre mock-up before the last phase. I still need to do some adjustments, so I'm not going to like secure it all the way yet. Once that's done, I got some more hardware. This is the steering arm. The steering arm is going to connect also to the rest of the suspension. So again, just going to put the hardware on and just ding, 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 tighten it down. Now let's go ahead and see what this bad boy looks like. Look, we're just gonna take that spindle, put it on top of the lower control arm, get my castle nut, right? Give it a couple little spinneroonies, and then I'm gonna bring the upper control arm over. There we go. And now I just wanna mate that to the top of the spindle. Once that goes through, take my castle nut once again and just give it a couple little twirls. Boom. And I'm going to do the same thing on the next side. Upper control arm, coil over, lower control arm, spindle. I'm just repeating the process, speeding it up a little bit, castle nuts, and everything is looking real good. Once that's done, here goes the rack and pinion. Look, I have to be extremely careful. Again, this is another critical moment. I don't want to scratch anything. We've come a long ways to get to this point. So what I'm trying to do is mount it onto the front of the subframe. There's 2 mounting points. They can be a little tough. So what I did was just grease them up a little bit, and then that'll help these bushings slide onto the subframe a little bit easier. It's still tough because it's a tight fit, but I was able to get it on there. And once that's done, I'm talking about victory. Sit down, take a powwow. Holy bejeebus, sweet biscuits, gravy, and applesauce. It's done. Let's take a look. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, amazing. How many times did I just say amazing? I kind of lost count. Oh, wow. This is it, y'all. This is the final look for the subframe. All the suspension is on. It really turned out great. Look, all the details. Everything was methodically thought out. I had a vision and I wanted to execute it. I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out because it's a gamble when you go this extreme, and I just can't say enough thank you to ridetech for really joining in on this journey. Thank you to my boy East Bay Cerakote for doing a phenomenal job on the Cerakote, and just to give it a little bit of that pizzazz, I went ahead and, like I said in the videos before, I painted all the hardware black to kind of give it a nice accent. You can see how good that the black shock looks against that coil. Man, this is really nice. You can even see how the ridetech emblem is highlighted on the sway bar. That's a thick sway bar. That's a thick girl. That's a you a thick girl. But there it is, everybody, in its glory. You know, I'm even do a slow walk around like this so you can really get a good little taste of it. Oh, I almost forgot the transmission crossmember. I just have it mocked up because I want to see what it looks like with everything completed. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's another angle from the inside so you can see all the angles. Now, if you look, you can see that all my hardware is still loose. I have to go back and torque everything down and apply Loctite in certain places and anti-seize in certain places. So I'm going to go back and do that, and then oh, that's all I'm gonna say. And then, and like always, I appreciate all you mother suckers for tuning in to the shenanigans. This has come a long way. We've done a ton of work, and we still got a long ways to go, but this was a big check off the list. So like always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. But